Wow, that's all I have to say. Wow, and I'm still enjoying the weekend, even now with these current temperatures. We're coming off of a really mild slash warm weekend. Our warmest temperatures are going to be achieved tomorrow. Getting the work week started, we're going to punch up, not records, but we're going to punch up tomorrow, so be prepared for that. We're also going to increase some cloud coverage. We're going to keep the temperatures above the average all week, but the warming trend is going to cease after Monday. We'll plateau through the midweek period, and then we have a late week cold front, the storm system to look at. That's going to bring another round of windy conditions. It's also going to bring another round of rain showers, a little bit of snow for the mountain zones. Oh, by the way, I just last saw the Grand Mesa. Remember, you've probably have previously heard me mention 706 inches. That's the record up at the Grand Mesa at one of the measuring sites. 685 and a half, 686. That's where we're at currently. Now, as you've experienced all the sunshine this weekend, all the warm temperatures, and that's going to continue through next week, all that snow in the high country is going to start moving. It's going to start moving down. It has a long way to go. But please, one of the hazards that we're going to encounter this week is the snow melt. That means rising rivers. That means widening streams. That means the riverbanks could get soft, could get undermined, could weaken, could collapse. So if you're walking along rivers, just be careful, be mindful. That flow is fast, it's dirty, it's cold, and it is increasing. And with these temperatures, that is going to be an issue. We're going to start seeing some lowland flooding. So just keep that in the back of your mind. One of the things the National Weather Service wants you to keep in your mind is when you're driving on some of our rural roads in the counties, you come across what was previously a dry bed or a dry passage. Now all of a sudden it has water over it. Remember, the volume of water this spring is going to be greatly increased. This will be the year that we get some of those roads probably deteriorating underneath the water where you can't see. The road has been compromised. So please, National Weather Service encourages you, especially this spring and early summer with the runoff we're going to experience, to turn around. Their motto is not to drown. So please be careful. Last year at this time, we were seeing on the Grand Mesa lakes opening up, their ice departing and giving way to pretty good fishing conditions. Right now, we don't even have that. They're still mostly 90% covered, 95% covered, just barely maybe starting to open up. So that's a pretty good testament to this year. Mid-80s on Monday for Grand Junction, near 80s for Grand Junction through Thursday. Thursday, we increased the wind speeds, and we'll be watching a cold front. We're still determining the speed of this frontal system, but we do know this, it's going to knock our temperatures down. So if all this warm temperatures, all these warm conditions, something you don't like later this week, and even leading into next weekend, we're going to have our temperatures knocked down, but only knocked down to the normal numbers. Now for Montrose, that could go a little bit cooler than normal numbers, because by the end of next week, normal high temperatures for early May are going to be close to the upper 60s, near 70-degree readings. So getting knocked down to the mid-60s, that could bring some relief, especially if you don't enjoy these warmer conditions. Speaking of warmer conditions, remember I said the warmest day in our forecast period, I've been saying this since last week, tomorrow. And that happens to be May 1st. That also means May 4th is coming up, and May 5th. A lot of good reasons to get out and about. We actually have a fireworks celebration on May the 4th. I think it's at Simplesio this upcoming week. So very interesting timing with the incoming cold front, particular to the wind speeds, the increase of wind speeds. So hopefully we'll get this wind pattern taken care of, or at least nailed down so we can know how that show is going to be. It's going to be a baseball game. So if anything says late spring, even middle spring, it's a baseball game, and that's what we have going on tap. Other than that, folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend tonight and get into the work week strongly.